easier to find a better job in a big city, especially if he didn't register. He moved to Los Angeles. Getting a new name and new identity cards were easier than he thought. Other men like him had done it, and there was the New Beginnings Network on the web. His closest confidant, whom he had emailed almost every day, was Vandy333. Vandy was divorced with 2 kids of his own and had been a school principal in Tennessee for 12 years. Changing my identity made all the difference, Vandy had told him. So Eddie Ellison became Eddie Elkins. He found a nice, clean place to live and set up his new persona just the way New Beginnings instructed him. Finally came his big break. They told him about Kaleo. Anthony Kaleo was a scumbag, but he was a great guy to know. He worked in human resources at Familyland. His job was to verify the resumes of people applying for jobs. Kaleo didn't care about New Beginnings. He only cared about what was in it for Kaleo. He charged Eddie $6,000. For that, he cleared Eddie's bogus resume and prepped him on how to handle the one-on-one interview with Marjorie McBride. And that's how Eddie landed the job of his dreams. His first day at work, he reported to the wardrobe department. One of the dressers, a chatty little Mexican woman whose name tag said Provy, helped him into the furry white Rambunctious rabbit costume with its distinctive red, white, and blue denim overalls. Provy was prattling on, but Elkin's mind and heart were racing too loud and fast for him to hear. He couldn't believe it. He was Rambunctious fucking Rabbit. More recognizable than the President of the United States. Maybe even the Pope. Children would literally flock to him. How many guys did he know who would trade their left nut for this gig? Elkins? He looked up as Provy's thick-toothed black comb raked over his hairy white rabbit arms. The speaker, standing 10 feet away, was Danny DeVito tall with an Arnold Schwarzenegger chest. His face and close-cropped gray hair had the wear and tear of a 50-year-old. But the body, in black nylon warm-up pants and a tight black tank top, had the muscle tone of a college wrestler. "I'm Dante, your character coach," he said. "Let's see what kind of a rabbit you are. Don't put the head on yet. Just let me see you walk over here." Provy gave the suit one final fluff and stood back. Elkins inhaled, took one bold step forward, and immediately hooked the front edge of one giant rabbit's foot to the back of the other. Gravity took over and down he went, floppy ears over cottontail, onto the rubber-matted floor. Provy let out a loud, "Aye, aye, aye." "That's why you don't put the head on yet," Dante said, helping him up. "Don't want you to break it." "But it's okay if I break my own head? Why didn't you warn me?" "You learn faster this way," Dante said. "What size shoes do you wear?" 10.5. "Well, now you're wearing size 24 rabbit's feet and 18 pounds of fur." "Why don't you try it again?" Dante said, stepping to the other side of the room. Elkins hobbled his way toward Dante and made it to the other side without falling. "How's that?" he asked. "Fantastic," Dante said. "If you're one of Jerry's kids." "You gotta be animated, bouncy, springy," Dante said, bouncing and springing across the room. "Don't worry. By the time I'm finished, you'll be dancing around the park like Adolf Nureyev." It took 10 hours. "Tomorrow I'll show you how to find your way around every inch of this park," Dante said. "Then we'll go over the rules for handling kids. There's a right way and a wrong way, and you gotta be real careful. Don't scare 'em, don't drop 'em, and don't touch 'em in any wrong places." They worked with dolls. Eddie had no problem not touching them in any wrong places. On the last day of training, Dante introduced him to a squat, moon-faced woman with a thick mane of bottled blonde hair, a dozen tiny gold earrings on each side of her head, and eyes that convinced Eddie there was nothing going on between the earrings. "This is Noreen Stubiak," he said. "She'll be your keeper." Kaleo had prepared him for this, but Eddie played dumb. "My what?" "Every character gets a keeper.